Brian Pierce.
I'm Greg Lassinger.
We are the instructors at Rosedale Collision. I grew up, first thing I could draw was a car, matchbox cars, build model cars. I can remember the date, time I got my driver's license. It was a life-changing experience. Everything evolved around a car for me. When I was in high school, I attended in New York State, we call it BOCES, like a CTC, where I got certified in collision repair. After that, I went to Laramie, Wyoming, where I went to Wyoming Technical Institute and got my associate's degree in collision repair. Worked in various body shops, dealerships, and then ended up getting a job actually teaching collision repair, and loved it ever since. Never left.
Great. Well, like Brian, I've been into cars, trucks my entire life. Basically, got to do my first paint job when I was 13 years old. Bought my first car when I was 14 years old. I went to high school, CTC, came out of that, went to Ohio Technical College, continued my career. Went into the field, started working in a regular body shop, and then I went into fleet and industrial, working on big trucks. Really learned how to do the major heavy collision side, fire trucks, tractor trailers, buses. Spent about 18 years doing that, and came here to Rosedale and started teaching about 2 years ago, and love every minute of it.
I've been with the program since it started roughly 4.5 years ago, and we literally had a 40 by 60 bay. Now we expanded, have a paint booth. We're adding on a welding lab. Shout out to Butler Gas. And yeah, can't wait to show you around at how much we've grown.
We are an iCar education facility. A lot of people don't know what iCar is. They are an accrediting body that has basically been around since about the late 70s. Every major collision shop out there has to meet that standard that iCar sets. And in order to do that, they have to have iCar certified technicians. And we kind of help that out where we are certifying our technicians leaving here with iCar.
It's never a dull moment here at Rosedale. We always have plenty of stuff to work on. Kind of a fun one, the Collision Repair Education Foundation donated that Ford Focus light hit in the front end. We have the frame machine. We're going to be fixing that up, so real life collision work. This was a fun little project that we kind of masterminded. It actually is a 2016 Mazda that we cut up, and we're kind of dissecting it so you can actually see the inner workings of the car, both the collision, the airbag, sensors. You can literally see the collision in the car now.
And I think one of the great things about this is 99% of this was not our ideas. This is all student. So I have to say that actually one of the most fun projects I had here on campus was the red Mustang we did.
It was a 2000 Mustang GT V8, kind of cool, and we wanted to do something a little bit different, so we got a little creative, did the factory red, but we kind of threw some flat black decals on it. And it was nice because it was a collaboration of a couple different classes. That car had been here for a while, so a bunch of people had their hands on it. And our students, like I said, they got to see us in action, and in the end, we all had our hands in it, and it turned out really good. Another project we had going on was really cool. It was a Hyundai. It was a nice light hit in the front end. Students were able to treat it just like a collision job, got the repair panels, prepped them, painted them, assembled the car, and really when they got done, it looked like it had never been in a wreck. Totally repaired.
I think one thing too about the collision program is we're not real rigorous like a mechanical program. There's a lot of art form that goes into the collision industry, whether it comes to thinking about how the vehicle was in the accident, all the way down to the paint job that was done on it.
Something else that's really cool we do is every class, graduating class, we have them do a custom paint panel, and it's something different every time. It might be flames, might be SS stripes or something like that, and they get to sign their name, kind of leave their mark here at Rosedale. Along the way, we try and have a little bit of fun, the custom side that we are. We bring out the airbrush, we do some custom paint and let them custom paint panels. Maybe it gets hung on the wall, maybe they take it home with them. With Rosedale, they have the opportunity of earning their Pro Level Series 1 iCar, as well as obtaining their iCar steel welding. We also PPG, Pittsburgh Paint and Glass, right in our backyard, so we use their paint, water-based, as well as solvent. So they're really getting everything best of the best.
Yes, and they're also being taught on top-of-the-line equipment. All Lincoln Electric welders, we've said PPG, paint and base. Blackhawk frame rack, Snap-on tools. These are all partners that we have in the industry that you're being trained on here at Rosedale.
Just to give you a little bit of a shot and insight of our shop, the collision repair shop. Over in the far corner we have our 2-post lift followed by our Blackhawk frame bench. The majority of the body work takes place in this area right here. Follow through the flow of the shop to our back room, which is our clean room. Isn't too clean right now, which then turns and leads into our paint booth.
All right, this leads us to probably one of the areas our students have the most fun and creative outlet, our Downdraft paint booth, capable of reaching temperatures of 150 degrees to bake paint after the refinish process.
One of our latest additions and work in progress is our welding and metal fabrication lab. We have slated for 12 welding booths, and in the center will actually be our metal fabrication equipment.
This room will be a combination of 12 MIG welders and a couple of TIG welders. Right now, the collision industry has a great need for technicians. We probably field, 5 to 6 calls per week asking us for students. We basically can't educate our students fast enough to fill the demand that's out there for our students.
Some of the crazy things about this industry is the many facets, the many outlets that are provided. Anywhere from service writers, selling paint, selling welding equipment,
insurance adjusters, and not even just on cars. There's a call for the skills that learn in this trade all over the place. In manufacturing, they need people to paint things, be able to weld, so you learn a lot of good skills through this program that can be applied in many areas and in many industries
that are essential.
I think one of the things that people will need to consider when they're looking at a program is, because we are a new program, we haven't developed any bad habits. We are teaching what's new and relevant in the industry, and we have some agreements with some major industry leaders such as PPG Partner at Education, ICAR, and the Craft Collision Education Repair Foundation.
Now, one of the things I think somebody should think about as far as coming to Rosedale is we are the only accredited collision finishing program in Western Pennsylvania in the tri-state area.
I think one of the great things about this program is we've actually had the ability to design 99% of it. We haven't had somebody above us telling us, you have to do it this way. So our students are getting taught how to do collision from collision guys.
And not only that, Greg's background with the heavy stuff, the big stuff in collision, my background in the restoration, the hot rods, you're really getting an awesome combination, and you're meeting the industry standards.
If you're interested in checking us out, we always encourage people to come by, see us. We have shadow days where you kind of get to live a day in the life of the student.
Come in, take us for a test drive.